Hello, welcome to another Valheim video, Valheim builds video. So this is up there as one of my favorite builds. The portal hub is my favorite one. If you saw that previous one, but this is up there. I've probably got like joint favorites, to be fair. So I always, it's a river base, as you can see. So a lot of it's self-explanatory. You can see it there, you know. But I always wanted to build a base over a river. It was actually an idea, somebody put it into my head, a friend of mine. And I wasn't going to build a sort of mansion type thing necessarily. It was going to be like a fort or something. Which I probably still do, like one for boats and stuff, you know, so the boat can get underneath, because that's the one fault with this one probably. That same friend mentioned that, oh, but how are you going to get the boat underneath? And I realised, yeah. To be fair though, the side that you would have the boat on goes out to the ocean, and that's the side with the balcony on it. That's the side facing the ocean. The balcony's on that side with all the fish and stuff. That's meant to be like fish and stuff. Because the ocean is on that side, and that's why I put the hot tub and whatnot on that side. So things to mention about the build, I guess, that aren't immediately obvious would be, I mean, you can see there the raven, what are they called? The raven, I'm going to call them statues, aesthetic outside things, I don't know. But I've lined the edges there with them. That's like an aesthetic thing. I quite like that idea. And then put the braziers in. You can see that, but, you know, I'm just sort of mentioning it. All of the wood on the stairs and everything has been doubled up, and the same with the roof peak above. The roof peak above this balcony thing, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not a balcony, but outside veranda. I don't know what you'd call it, but all the roof above that, it's a roof peak, but it kind of, if you look at it, it kind of like splays out. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. And the archway going out to it as well, you might notice there's a bit of like perspective there. That's done on purpose as well. So it's not like, I was like, well, I try and add something unique about each build. You know, I try and add something unique to each build. So like little touches like that. That's why I do the commentary, because you probably wouldn't notice unless you actually walked around the build. But you can probably see that the roof kind of like splays out on the edges, so it doesn't come straight out. It's angled at the bottom, and it kind of fans out. Something that took. Oh yeah, well there you go. Nice little touch that I like. It thickens it up and makes it a bit unique. But you can't really see it that well unless you're looking for it. I guess. This little thing, this little like wooden platform thing with all the fish on it. That's 1 meter planks. If you find a center point, you can just kind of like click a direction on each plank and just line them up. It takes quite a few, I can't remember how many, but if you keep going, you'll get like a perfect circle. That's what that is. This is the magical crafting area, or the magic crafting area, or whatever you want to call it, you know. I ended up putting that outside for space sake. I didn't want to expand it would have made the build kind of uneven if I didn't put it outside. And it gave me the opportunity to make this little sort of, I don't know, magic specific area, which it kind of made sense to me. The birch trees are like a little addition as well. I planted those there. I just thought they looked nice and they made sense next to the magic area. The wards on top of those statues, I'd not done that before. That's the first time I've done that. I've not tried it in another build, but I like that. They're meant to be facing like east, south, north and west. That's what I was thinking in my head. Whether they actually do, I can't remember, but that was how I justified them anyway. Not really anything. It's just like a little fort, really. I was quite happy with the door and stuff. I wanted to make it stand out, look a bit unique. The rubble outside, those are piles of stone piles, and then I've just like shift clicked blocks into them. I do it. This is the first time I did that, but I've got a couple of build videos coming up where I do it, I think, better. It looks a bit more realistic. All of this out here is just a veranda where you can sit. You can see a little chest there with coal for the, there's seats there and there's a chest there for the coal for the fire. I haven't put that very well, but there it is. Little fence outside and whatnot. This is the opposite side, and that bit that comes out is that is the kitchen area when we go inside with the chimney above. Functioning chimney. Smoke comes out of all that. You can't really see it there, but the doors to like the entranceways. I don't anything to say about that. You can see the pillars on either side. It's kind of self-explanatory. A little roof peak. They're identical on either side, and they should line up perfectly as well. All of this was planned out. The whole thing's built on a iron bar frame across the river. In case you don't know, like even numbers normally result in an even roof, and then you can just sort of like work out, like a plank is. You got the 1 meter planks and the 2 meter planks, I believe. So as long as you end up with an even number, the roof's going to meet at the top. And then if you want to include things like this little dip, by the way, I wanted to do something that was beneath the floor, just to take advantage of the fact it's raised above it's above a river, So I put the storage down here in this little bit and opened it up so you could see. Little drinks cabinet, if you want to know how to do those, I explain in the previous video where I go a bit OCD with explaining everything. I'm not going to do that in this video. The last one I was talking for like a ridiculous amount of time. I explained everything. I had like an 8-page script. Like there's stuff I could say about these stairs and these windows and stuff, but I won't. This is the bedroom, and it comes out onto the balcony. If the camera does pan around again, there's not much up here. It's just like nice little carpets and storage and stuff, but there's loads of storage all over the place. If you keep going up the stairs, that's the crafting area, and there's a black forge below this as well, and a cupboard under the stairs as well with some other bits and bobs. I think I mentioned this. The bedroom goes out onto where the hot tub is. All of this pretty self-explanatory. It's just a workshop area. You can see that pillar coming up there comes up from the dead center of the build, and you can see. I think you can even see the iron bar sticking out the top. There's an iron bar going up the middle, supporting everything. The floors on the ground floor, by the way, are doubled. So if you want it to look aesthetically pleasing, and you're building on a frame, if you just put a floor directly onto the frame, even you'll see all the bars come through. It doesn't look very nice, so you have to kind of double it up, shift click another layer over the top before you start building. That's something you would never know, if you're just looking at it. But there's actually the floor's doubled everywhere to hide the frame beneath. The music started. Brand new track, this one. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy the build. I think I mentioned everything anyway. Any questions?
You smile as you cradle my head under the water. But I've learned now that this love will never give way to my needs, 'cause you're a crocodile. smiling as you cradle my head under the water. For I know now that this love won't last long on your terms, 'cause you're a crocodile. Yes, now we know those beautiful teeth, those beautiful teeth, those beautiful teeth. They were sharpened on the bones, oh, sharpened on the bones of the men gone before. You're a crocodile.